Hey, Courtney.
Mr. Tyler.
Yes, Courtney.
I'm finna call my mama.
You finna call your mother? Okay. All right. He's gotta come back. Okay.
Still ain't no noise.
Welcome back, Courtney.
I start the
Okay.
noise.
You said what, sir?
I'm supposed to start the noise.
Give me 1 second, Courtney. It's Ortiz calling me. Okay, so Courtney, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, the norms. You're okay. A lot of people have not made it to class yet. So if you do the norms, Courtney, you can just use this time to work on the labs you haven't done. Have you had any success, Courtney, with the sense hat and of the rest of the labs, like 6, 7, 8?
No, I've been trying to.
Yeah. So let's knock out the norms, and you can do that for the remainder of class because I got new students trying to get in here. And I just need you to, when you get a chance, share out what you can do, Courtney. Now you got your VNC working, you said?
No, I was trying to do that yesterday too. Like,
Well, one thing at a time, Courtney. Let's do our assignments. Now that's for next week, Courtney. I want to catch you before you got too far into that and walk you through it slowly. But try to work on the labs today, Courtney, because you're a little advanced. So you see my screen?
yeah,
You got this file, right? I mean, this link, right? To get here?
yeah.
Okay, you sounded hesitant. Yeah, I'm worried. All right, so let's, Courtney, just knock out the norms real quick. Do the first five, I'll do the other five, and then the remainder of the time, you just work on your stuff.
No one has the right to hurt another person. Education in the classroom are sacred. We will never behave in a way that would discredit ourselves, our school, or our family. And the Southern Academy of Southwest student always acts with integrity. We take pride in Southern Academy of Southwest.
Oh, wow, I didn't see Gabriel there. Gabe, can you read the academic norms? Are you there? I gotta go back. How long you been sitting here?
Respect the parents of others, respect the culture of the classroom. We are attentive, participate. We have high expectations on ourselves, our peers, and our teachers. We are here to focus on preparing ourselves for post-secondary academic.
Okay, thank you, Gabriel. All right, so both of you, you have downloaded the files, I hope. Has everybody downloaded the files from GitHub? Because you need that to do these labs. So, Gabe, did you do it? I think Courtney got his. Did you download those files from GitHub? Or did we
So,
go through that?
Yeah.
like, I
Yeah.
did, I was doing the exact same thing y'all did, but man, it's just not working.
What are you talking about? What's not working?
Like, when you extract it and all that,
Mm-hmm.
it's just not working.
So it's not letting you extract?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Let's go through it slowly together, okay? Um, so you see my screen, right? I'm on my Raspberry now through VNC. Okay, so are you on your Raspberry currently, or are you on another computer or device?
Yeah, I'm on that right now.
Good, good, good. All right, so we can do this together. Now, do you have ESB open?
No.
All right, log into ESB real quick and let me know when you get there.
All right.
Gabe, I just want you to work on lab 6 through because tonight, Thursday is lab 8 is due, but I don't know if you did the other labs. I did see you turned in some more work though, so good job on that. And the files you sent do work; they work well. But I need you to get the rest of them done so I can start doubling your scores.
You said open ASB, right?
Yes, your ESB student portal. So your Raspberry should look like mine. You're logged in to the class today.
All right, I'm on it.
Cool. Do you see the link for GitHub?
Oh yeah, in the curriculum, the YouTube link, GitHub, Docs.
Right. Click on the GitHub link. And your screen should look like mine's now once you're there. Welcome back, Eli. I got to do attendance again. So, Courtney, when you get there, let me know. Eli is present.
Got it.
Okay. Now, do you see the green button that says code?
Code next. I mean, wait, this cursor tweaking.
What's going on? What's wrong?
Like my sidebar, like how I slide up and down, like it just keep on glitching everywhere.
Oh, it's probably a lag or something. But do you
I hit
you do it?
down, right?
Download zip. You did that?
Yeah,
Okay. Now you should see a zip file like this down here that popped up, right?
yeah.
Click on show in folder.
All right.
Was that a yawn or a yeah? What the-
Yeah.
All right. I was like, wow. So now you should see a menu. I'm sorry, a window open up, and you see like a file. Like I did it 3 times because I had to show students how to do it a few times. But
All right. I really, I did it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
you only so you never opened it up, Cordy. All right. So what I want you to do on your mouse, right click, not left click, okay, on to one of those files. So
All right. Right click.
and you see where it says extract to.
All right. Extract to.
Good. Now, did you get the menu that popped open like mine's?
Yeah, the little skinny menu.
So you see where it says extract to, and there's this little folder I'm pointing at. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Click on that,
All
and it
right.
says temp window, right? You see over here where it says desktop?
Desktop.
Click on that,
All right.
and then hit open at the bottom.
And then hit open. If I can get to it.
Huh? You gotta scroll down.
All right. I hit open.
All right, now minimize everything. I just want to see if it went to your desktop. Okay, tell me if you find the folder on your desktop. Your desktop, Courtney, is where the screen says, code next.
Yeah.
All right, so you see the folder there, like mine's.
No.
No.
Extract. Hold on. Let me try this again.
So you can't download the folder to there.
Oh no, I guess not. No.
I don't know. You probably can. It's something. Mm,
Ain't
so
that let me extract?
it's not letting you extract.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mm. Let me turn my camera on.
he said, "I'll turn my camera off." Okay. So, extract to. There you go. And okay, you going from file to file? Okay, wait.
I'm trying to press extract. It won't extract.
No. The thing is behind the screen. Minimize that screen real quick. Nope. Okay. All right. So do me a favor. You probably got to reboot. It's like it's lag. It's got something running that's keeping you from doing it. You just don't know what it is.
Uh,
Huh?
extract.
Oh, you found it. Okay. So do you see that little folder I was talking about?
Yeah.
Click on the little folder. And what does that say?
That's
Is it, you click on desktop, yeah. And then you should be able to. So
yeah.
reslide. You see the open button at the bottom?
Yeah.
Click on that. All
All
right.
right. Open.
Let me. All right. Let's look at your desktop. It didn't go to it. It didn't go. There it is.
Yep.
Okay, dude. You said you couldn't do it. Now, boy.
It was yeah.
I think you was tweaking. Do me a favor. Reboot your computer to make sure everything stays the same, okay? Because you might be having, like, did you shut your computer down last night or did you leave it running?
I shut it down.
All right. I'm not saying you didn't. Just reboot it real quick and make sure that file, that folder stays there. But before you reboot, Courtney, check and see if stage one.
Boot it.
Hmm?
I just rebooted.
Okay, well, let it reboot then. But see if those files are in there, Courtney.
All right.
Because you need that to get further with the labs. I know that's what's giving you a headache. It's giving everybody a headache if they don't do that one part. I think Eli's got there. So
Now
the next,
help the next person.
huh?
Now I'm ready to help the next person to get some points.
You got 2 weeks, dude. You about out of this class. You getting some patience. You in the game. You good. You straight. But I need you to like keep doing it. Knock out all those labs, Courtney, because I'm gonna need your help explain it, and especially in group activities. Because I think I got you in fifth period. You're gonna shine if you can get all these working. So how do you use the codes, everybody? Right now that you did that excruciating part, which was learning how to put files on your computer. I didn't know zip files would be hard for everybody, but okay. So what you take for granted. You got your files on your desktop, and when you open up your curriculum, right? And come here, you're going to go to, where is it at? It's code next curriculum. So let me go back to ESB. Let me follow my own directions, right? And if we look here, I even gave you the code next curriculum. That's in ESB. Because I don't want y'all getting lost. I know a lot of people are not bookmarking links, copying links, or saving them. So I made sure every day I keep putting the links there. Like, I hope they read them. So you click on this here, and you should have this open after you've got your files on your kit. So you can just work through them. Now, I love the explanations on this because it takes you step by step. And if you got questions about what you're doing, just read a little bit. It's there. And you'll be doing great on some of the last assignments because our final exam is based upon a big demonstration of, I think, labs 11, 12, and 13. So it behoove you to learn all the labs so the final exam is not a big test. Now, what is the test in case I don't want to do this kit, Mr. Tyler? Well, the test is all those physics problems from the beginning. Now, close to the end of the quarter, I'm going to have a review day of physics problems. If you want to take that test with all these wonderful questions on the final exam, fine. But there's still going to be some computer science questions, or I should say physics-based questions from labs, I want to say 6 through 9 or 6 through 8. Those are physics labs, basically, believe it or not. And physics/engineering, I should say. So try to get familiar with it. Now, what do? Well, I've had you guys go through the welcome, right? Maybe I should go through welcome again, or should I just show you how to do the name again? Because some people don't know. Each lab, you have to have a signature, and your signature is a digital one, meaning when you turn your Python file in, I should see at the end of the file that you worked on at least a display of your name or somewhere in your code. You had to make it work, and you won't know it works unless you use your SenseHat or your SenseHat emulator. All right, guys. So let's go through a quick exercise. If you have your files on your kit, let's choose, because nobody said anything, the name, because I think that's something that everybody forgets how to do. I'm going to come over here to, if you follow the directions, it tells you here too. So they take you through what's supposed to happen. This is an emulator version, but this also happens on your SenseHat if you got to run it. And it tells you actually what's going on, right? So I'm going to get some participation points real quick for some students. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to start with this second one, the second lab, because people are getting confused. And this only takes 25 minutes. But this was I made y'all. I assigned this last Tuesday, not the Tuesday that passed, but the Tuesday before Tuesday, and people still trying to get used to the kits, I guess. Let's see here. Can I get Gabriel? Can you read what I just put in the chat there for 25 points?
Goals: display scrolling text on a SenseHat, modify text scrolling with parameters, color, speed, display the name of the raster mount, change colors on the LED matrix with red, green, and blue values.
Thank you, sir. All right, so we're going to go through and test this out together. If you scroll through, The first file, they say in the stage 1 folder. Like this, these labs tell you guys where to go. So when they say stage 1, I want y'all getting confused. They might say stage 2 as you get through the labs. So in the stage 1 folder, what are they talking about? Well, if you come over here and you've hopefully done what I did, there's a stage 1 folder. That's what they're asking you to go to. Now, don't go to it. I just wanted to show you what they're talking about. Use what is called the Python Thani editor, right? So let's go here to the Raspberry. I'm doing this for my kit so you guys can see what to do. I hope you're paying attention. Come over to the Thani Python IDE. So that's the Raspberry, programming, and then come down to this one. Now, once it loads, this is the screen you're looking for. This is where you're going to test out these scripts that they gave you. And those are the .py files. They're .py for Python code. All right. So we'll put this here. And then as a good measure, you should always open up your emulator in case you don't have your SenseHat working yet, because I think there's some updates you got to do to SenseHat. So I'm telling you guys, all right, until you get to the point where you can update your SenseHat, still do the labs. You can make it work on the emulator. The SenseHat is just for labs 1 through 4, where you're just changing colors and making it display things. The other ones are 5, like we're doing 6 through 8. There are physics problems, and you need to shake it to make a speed, tap it to see how much pressure. Those things come in those labs. Anyway, let's start with the basics. Our name. How do we put our name into things? So you use a certain line of code to do that. But before I do that, don't let me forget the programming and open up your SenseHat emulator as well. Waiting for it to load. There it is. And this is exactly what you'll see actually in the lab too. They showed you. But this is also that SenseHat that you have connected with those pins that you plugged into the back of the keyboard. All right. So I want to send this file. When you open the file, it's going to have, I've been doing this with the students. So it's going to have hat right here. Okay. Just to make sure your stuff works, open up both of these programs like I just did and run that program, which was what? This is name, right? And what did the lab ask us to do? Is it the same file? And make sure. So yeah, raskymin underscore name.py. That's the file I pulled up. How did I do it? From the Thani Python editor, click on load. And then make sure you click on desktop in case you're somewhere else. And go straight to your desktop, and you should find the folder that you put from your zip file onto your desktop. Let's open that up. And where did it tell us to go? Stage 1, right? And then we're looking for raskymin underscore name.py. Once you select it, you come down here and hit OK. The Thani editor will open it up so you're ready to code and change things in it. All right. So what do I want to change? Well, I don't know if you have your SenseHat, the physical SenseHat over here, if you can see my hand, working or not. So today, I just want you to get used to using an emulator until you get that thing working. How do we do that? Because I'm really focusing on y'all getting the previous labs 1 through 5 completed. You can do that with just the emulator. So let's go back a couple of steps. I'm going to remove hat in that first line of code. So sense underscore hat, I'm going to replace the hat part with EMU. I want you guys to try this out. Once I do that, I'm going to hit save, because you got to save your work every time right before you run it. It's kind of like what we did in the building when we was working on robots. The next thing you want to do is hit stop, because you don't know if your thing has a program that was still running from yesterday or whatever. Just hit stop, make it a good rule of thumb. Then click on run. Once you click on run, your emulator will respond to that change that I made, the EMU change. And you'll see it has the lettering and text come across. Now, if you go through this code, you could change the colors of the egg. You could change the colors of hatched. But I'm getting ahead of myself, because these are things that lab 2 kind of teaches you how to do if you go through the whole lab. It's 1 page. It's not 5 pages. It's 1 page. You just take your time and do what they tell you to do in that lab to get it done. Don't run the program and send it to me, because if I run it and it doesn't have the rest of the lab completed, you're not going to get the highest score, right? So take your time and do everything the lab is asking you to do. Don't just get the program, run it. All right, I'm done. Okay. Did you do everything else in the lab though? That's what I'm gonna ask you. Now, this is easy. This is cool because this one line, I think lines, if you guys have the file open like me, lines 31 and 32 show you how you would put a message into your programming, right? And then if you just duplicate that line, that sense.show underscore message, and in parentheses, put what message you want displayed, you could put your name there. All right, so I'm gonna leave this up here and I'm gonna give you about, let's see, it's 10:37. Give you about, I don't know, 10 minutes, not too much time, to at least run this program and get comfortable with running your script so you can get these labs done. The quarter's about to end. I need some people to shine like Courtney and Gabe, be superstars so I can really boost the scores because I'm real big on participation points. All right. So with that said, you gotta at least change. Let me just remove this real quick for you. This part here. Okay. And then I'm removing it because your lines of code that we got from GitHub are already, pretty much you got them on the desktop. That's what we did, right? So from your Raspberry Pi, like mine's, step by step, and come down here. And like I said, to input your name, right, for 25 extra points into your code to be displayed on the Sense hat, you have to get this line of code. So let me grab all this, come down one, and then what do? Well, we're not going to put I'm still in eggs again, right? This is the part where you guys are like, well, how to put my name into lab 3 and lab 4? It's all about the Python coding. So let me come over here and I'm going to put Mike Tyler and make sure you got the quotes because that's how I think it's called incantation or something like that, where whatever you're doing for the stream of code, you got to make sure it's in the parentheses so it knows what to display. If you don't do that, you'll get an error message. Okay, so do as they do, but change what you need to change. Change the variable just a little bit. So I'm going to remove I'm still an egg and put Mike Tyler. And again, when I get done with that, I'm going to hit save, right? And then next, you're going to hit run. And if you come over here to the SenseHat emulators I showed you guys before, move this out the way. This is what I wanted. You'll see, it'll say I'm an egg, but if you pay attention, the next line is Mike Tyler. And it should have an exclamation point at the end if I coded that right. Yeah. You don't see the parentheses. You don't see little parentheses, not parentheses, but the apostrophes, right? You just see what's in between them. So again, 10 minutes. Eli, you got an idea what? Oh, I didn't know Banky was here. Okay, hi. Eli, Courtney, and Gabriel, do you understand what to do so far? Like, y'all got your files?
I
Are able to?
understand, but I'm just trying to get Lab 6 to work.
You still jumping on lab 6, Courtney? What about lab 2?
It ain't.
Courtney. All right. Well, you work on lab 6 then. All right. I just want to make sure you know how to put your name in lab 6. Because a lot of students didn't do this.
I'm trying to figure out how to run first.
How to get yours to what?
Run.
You mean run what? Like lab 6 code?
Yeah.
Okay. So wait. Let's go back to lab 6. Okay. You got a Raspberry senses. Now Courtney, it runs. Don't think it's just not running right. That's a temperature. Well, I'm going through the same lesson, man. Did you read what it's supposed to do? So, okay. So basically when it runs, you say what?
It ain't did nothing.
See, y'all all say that. Okay, now let's go through what it says do, right? You still got it. So lab 6, you still have a lot to do with it to program it, right? So you ran this file, Raspberry underscore senses, right? .py?
Yeah.
Right. And then when you did that, did you add these lines of codes?
The what?
So it says, before loading any Raspberry and making any views, let's begin reading the temperature and humidity values, right?
Declare a temperature variable and assign it.
Where are you at? Where am I at?
Oh.
So here, I'm going to grab this and put in the chat. I want you to read that to me. And that's like, these are other things you got to still do. That's why it's not doing nothing. You're not done with it, Courtney. You just don't get it and run it. Do the rest of what they're asking you. Can you read that for me? For 15 points. Go ahead.
Loading any raster model or making views. Let's begin by reading the temperature and humidity values the sense hat is detecting. Add the code below after you declare a sense variable. Temperature equals sense dot get underscore temperature. So I got to type that in the terminal.
Well, not the terminal, right? Let's go back to this. I'm gonna log back into my Raspberry, right? So you see Thani?
All
See,
right.
terminal is this. That's that black screen. That's how you're gonna do some higher level programming, but we're not there yet, Cordy. Stay with me, okay? So the Python, you're in the same screen I'm at. You see my screen?
Yeah.
So you should have, what file are you using? It was census, right? So I'm gonna do what you do. I'm gonna start a new one and I'm gonna go to load. This is why you should have your files on your kit already, on your Raspberry. And we come over here to desktop, right? And I'm trying to catch up to you. What file was it in? It was stage 1 or 2, Courtney? Was it 2?
Stage 2.
Okay. And then census, yes, sir, that's correct. Open it up, and yes. All right. Now, Courtney, if I run this from my emulator, because you probably can't see my syntab behind me too well, the resolution. You got sense underscore emu, right?
Right. EMU.
All right. So if you run it that way, make sure you save it when you change the emu. Now your sense hat didn't do anything because you don't have hat there. You understand what I'm saying?
You said what?
So to switch between your sense hat and your emulator, you have to change that line of code. So right now we got to emulator, right?
Yeah, I changed that already.
Okay, so you
From
got
sense
emulator in
EMU.
there, huh?
It say from sense EMU import sense hat.
So it's sense underscore emu input, right? So hit stop, make sure that nothing else is running, Courtney,
All right, stop.
and then run the program and see. Tell me what it does. You got your emulator open?
Nope. Oh, yes, I do. It's in the back.
It's in the back. Okay.
All right.
So
Press stop again.
okay, and then you look at here. It sees at the bottom shell, right? Class string. So it takes you to line 13 where you're supposed to type some more stuff. Did yours do what mine did?
Yeah, it say I mean class string.
Class string is a definition. Come back to your lab. Okay. What's the next part that they want you to type in? So this is where you got to start lab 6 and keep doing the assignment. Okay. So you see next.
Type in.
So you see the black parts on my screen in lab 6? It says reading
Yeah.
temperature, right? So the next line of code is temperature equals sense dot get underscore temperature, right?
Oh, so that's the next
So
one.
you got to follow the lab to finish the that's why it's not doing nothing, Courtney.
I'm saying, but how you know which one go where?
This you got to read the lab. It tells you. Okay, so when you ran it, where did it tell you to go? It came down. Let me show you again. Did it come down to 13 like mine's?
Yeah, they tell me to come down to 13 though. They just say temperature equals sense dot get temperature. And then it
All
says,
right.
but it's not telling me where to put them.
So I'll tell you where to put it. Right after the print, type hello. Okay.
All right.
To see if you focused on lab 2 with me, this wouldn't be hard. So you're gonna type that next line of code from the curriculum. So come back to the this here. Okay. So you did step 1, Courtney.
Mm-hmm.
Now I need you to move on to step 2 and start at line 13 and enter these codes that they tell you to put in there. I think after you save it and get everything typed in, because you got a lot to do, right?
All right.
Then you're gonna put humidity in there next. So don't run your project until you get all of these done. Okay.
All right.
All right. Give it a try. Eli, did that help out any? Gabe, where are you guys at with this? Eli, are you there? Turn your camera on, man. There you go. Where you
Yeah.
at? Yeah, use a delay. So where you at with your kit? Like, are you making progress with the coding part in lab 2?
No, I did not make no progress in lab 2.
Okay, what happened?
Nothing happened. I was doing work. I
Okay.
was.
I appreciate your honesty, man, but I'm trying to help your scores out. I need you to get those labs going, man.
All right.
All right. So you know how to open up your Python editor, right? Your IDE?
No.
Okay. Let me show you again. So here inside of my Raspberry, this is the editor, right? You see my screen?
Yeah, I see your screen.
Okay. So you got to open this up, Eli. Go to the Raspberry programming and your Thani Python IDE. It's basically a compiler. So what you want to do is open that up and then go right back into the Raspberry and open up what is called your SenseHat emulator. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This allows you to test it out. And you got the codes downloaded, right? We went through this.
Yeah, that's why I got my screen. Hold on.
Right.
I still got them labs and stuff from when we was at the previous class.
Let me see. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, so let me take a look. Hold your camera. Hold on. One sec. Can you hold your camera a little bit? Like turn it 90 degrees. There we go. Yeah. But what about your desktop? Come over to the left a little bit.
Huh?
Your desktop? No, you ain't got the file there, and you don't have the files there yet.
They right there. You don't see them? Hold on. Let me close this up.
Oh, they are. Where you got them at? They're not on your desktop.
They was. I had put them in my desktop when we did that last class.
Okay, I just don't see it on the blue screen area. Okay, so all right, you got the files. I just don't know where you got them at. It doesn't say location there. Okay, all right. So open up Thani real quick. You know how? Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
go to.
You go to programming
Uh huh.
and then come down to Thani Python IDE. Okay. Let me see your screen when you get back. Okay. Yep, there you go. Now, if you click on load, can you find the files that you extracted?
Why gonna let me open it?
You got double click on the desktop icon. All right. Yeah, I
Like,
don't.
they not here.
That's what I was telling you. Now, where did you put them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, we got to download it again, man, because I'm not going to spend this whole time. All right. So do what I did real quick. Open up GitHub. Are you an SB on your Raspberry?
Yep, I am.
Good, good, good. All right. So let me move this out the way. All right. So I want you to do as I do. As I say about Ludacris, is you move, I move, just like that, right? Or is it I move, you move. Or, we'll figure it out. So you see my screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Why
I'm
did it
gonna,
take this one again, bro?
huh?
No, I say yes, man.
All right. So we're gonna go to GitHub, right? You here? Eli, you there?
Hold on, I'm going to SB right now.
Okay. Because in EDSB, you can get straight to the link. I give you guys all the links you need to do the assignment. So we have the GitHub, right? But let me slow down and let me know when you get to that actual into EDSB.
I am on GitHub. You want me to do what we did like last time? Click code and
Yes,
all that.
yes. I want you to take your time this time. Yes. So because we didn't put it on desktop, you put it somewhere. So
All
you should
right.
be here, right?
Yeah.
Now you see the green button that says code that I'm pointing at?
All right, I clicked it.
Okay. Download zip.
Mm-hmm.
And then you should see a file pop up down here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Click on that little arrow that points up for me.
Show and folder.
Yes, sir. All right. So now that we're here, I've done it 3 times. Don't get confused, but
Yeah, cause I got two.
right, that means it's the second time we're doing it. So right click on it, right click, not left click, right?
Yeah, right click.
Okay. And then you should go to extract to.
Hold on.
Do you, do you have an extract files menu that pops up?
Oh, no, it's not letting me. It
Uh,
popped up last time, but it's not popping up.
oh my goodness, you sound like Courtney earlier. Okay.
Whoa.
So do you got it open up somewhere else? Like you have to extract files. Can you show me your camera again? I want to see if it's somewhere else on the screen.
Oh, I got it. All right.
All right. So you got what I got on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So you see this little folder here?
Yeah.
Click on it, and it
Alright.
should open another window up, right?
Yep.
All right. Now I don't want you to click open yet because this is a temporary folder. It's probably where you sent the last files to. It's like a graveyard. All right. So go to desktop.
Yep.
All right. And I want you to click open down here. You see that?
Yep.
After you click desktop, click on the open. What did
Hmm.
happen? What did it do?
It took me back to this.
Oh, okay. Show me. All right. So I don't think you did it.
You
Click on
said
that
what?
folder again. Click on that folder again. I want to make sure it went.
Which folder?
The folder by. Okay, so let me show you. Because if it's still there, that means let's see here. Well, it could mean it's there, but you see this folder here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When you did that,
Yep.
what did you get?
When I did that, it took me back to what I showed you.
Right. So you
What I
clicked on
pressed open.
desktop. Just humor me. Click on desktop and then click on open. Okay.
Alright.
Now, can you show me your screen and see if it's on your desktop now? You should see a folder there.
Alright, hold on.
Hmm.
Now what I'm going to?
The classic question in education. All right. So, can you show me your camera? I want to see what's on your screen. Okay, I'm looking at your mouse. I'm looking at your face, and now I'm looking at. All right. So I want you to minimize everything. So I want to see if it gets to your desktop. So you're not minimize it. I'm gonna get back to the blue screen where it says code next. Okay. Now do you see a photo? I see that. It's right there, dude. You did it.
Alright, so click the file.
Well, now you can go back to now. Go back to your Thani.
Back to my oh, okay.
Yeah, because now you can use your files, right? And open up your emulator too. Welcome back, Courtney. Courtney's like,
Alright, I'm back at the Thony.
okay. Now click on load. Can you find your desktop?
Yep.
Do you see where your folder is?
Yes.
Yes, sir. All right. So open it up, and I think I wanted you to try out what was it, Lab 2, because you're just getting everything going,
Alright, I'll open it up.
and you should see the coding, right?
No, I don't see no code, and I just see the other files that we saw last time, like Raspberry, stage 1, stage 2,
No.
all that.
Oh no. Okay. So I got to tell you where to go. All right. So let's go back to the lab. You don't change that screen. I'm gonna tell you 1 second where to go exactly. It's in our instructions. So if we're in our lab 2, right? I think it's stage 1. Give me 1 second though to be sure. So here we are. You come down to the file that says, yeah, stage 1 folder. Go there.
Mhm.
And you're looking for this file. If you see it, it's called raspberry_name.py. Open it up.
We say it again.
So can you see my screen?
No, I was even looking at your screen.
Okay.
Alright, I see that. Hold on.
That's the file you're looking for.
Alright.
All right. So you select it and open it.
Alright, it's open.
Okay, cool. Now, is it in Thani now with you?
Yeah, I see different codes and all that.
Ah, good, good. You see that first line of code? Can you change it? That EMU part. I'm change the hat part to EMU. You know what I'm pointing at?
Hold on. I see what you putting in
So you
from.
see that hat part. So it's sense_hat. Change it to EMU.
Alright.
Okay, you got it.
So erase the sunset part.
No, not the sense hat part. Just the hat. Change the hat to EMU.
Okay.
So you see what I'm doing? I'm gonna remove hat and put EMU. Once I do that, I'm gonna hit save. Don't forget to open up your emulator. Okay, so go to your Raspberry
All right, so after I do that, I hit save.
right? But hold on, open up your Raspberry again and go to your SenseHat emulator. It's in programs. Got it?
Yep.
All right. So you should have an emulator open like me.
Yep.
And now this way you'll be able to see what the code is supposed to do. So I want you to hit stop in the Thani, right? Make sure you stop
Mm-hmm.
everything and then hit run. Okay.
Hold
What
on.
do you know what? What happened?
All right, I hit it.
What do you see?
I see it's running.
It's run. What do you mean it's running? Can you show me? Oh, I see you now. Okay. So, okay, hold on, hold that there because I'm going to give you some extra credit for that. Everybody, I was trying to get y'all to at least do this one, which is the names, right? So, as you can see, Eli's, let me zoom in, is right here, right? And run it again, Eli, can you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, welcome to class, Mr. Sanders. I'm like, dang, man. So that's what's supposed to happen. Eli, you're great. That means you can update your SenseHat and get the same thing to work on there. So you almost good. Now I want you to go through lab 2 and put the rest of the lines of code in lab 2 into it, okay? Try to
All
add
right.
your name to it too, Eli, all right?
All right. How do I add my name to it?
Well, okay, hold on. Let me change screens again. Who's that? Is that Sanders?
No.
Okay, hold on. Let me change my screen.
We
Oh, that's Courtney. Okay.
got all the code, but they not telling us what line to put the code on.
They Courtney. Courtney, they are, man. Look, you
Okay,
take
hold on. I'm putting my phone on charge. I'm sorry for that.
don't get frustrated.
Can you please
So,
show me? Because I don't see.
all right.
It just says try these lines of code. It don't say where to put them at or nothing.
They do, Courtney. It's in the lab, man. Hold on. All right. So which lab?
See, because my phone for the my charge
Because
tweet.
your internet connection? All right. You're having technical difficulties. I got you. So Courtney, you're in lab 6, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you're saying they don't tell me where to put the code at. Okay. So you know what the codes are. And I'm gonna go back to your file, census. And like I said, I gave you a clue. Start at line 13. Right? And then there's comments, Courtney. Right? You see the comment 15? It says make a while true loop. So right after that comment, that's that next part. Do you understand? So they give you placeholder values of where to go. Line 7, declare a temperature variable. Hmm?
But it still don't tell me where I'm putting it.
You put it right after the line, Courtney. So, okay, let me help you out. You see line 6?
They should have thought of something better, like how to put it together.
No, they not because these are job skills, Courtney. You can't water down job skills, man. I'm sorry. They want you to critically think. That's all they got you doing. So, Courtney, to help you out, the first thing you got to do where they say declare a temperature variable and assign it the value of the sense get, and they tell you what to do right here. Sense.get underscore temperature. That's line 7. And I just told you to start at 13 and start typing it in, and I was going to help you put it in place, but they have comments here. Does that help you? Do you see?
Yeah. So
So
how you know they're going line 7?
because that's the next line. Now, if you look at the pound sign here, that
So
means
that's
it's
like
a
directions.
comment.
So that's like directions,
Right.
and then we got to come over
Exactly
here
right.
to the curriculum and see what it's talking about on the next line.
Right. And how to type it in. That's it. Don't make this hard. So the first part of the what was on 2? Reading temperature, right? So this one is the one they're telling you to do. That's line 7 for you. But they're not going to tell you line 7 because they want to see if you can figure it out. At any rate, I'm telling you, hint, hint, they gave you comments in here. So it's not hard. When I was in engineering school, they didn't give you no comments and they didn't give you no script. You had to make it.
I didn't know you could copy it from right there.
Say what?
I didn't know you could copy it from right there.
Oh, see, wow. Okay, Courtney. So work on that. But unfortunately, guys, we got it's 11:01, and I'm appreciating all the share outs and whatnot. But unfortunately, we're about almost out of time. So I want to really work with Mr. Sanders because he's a new student. Welcome to class. Does your microphone and camera work, sir?
Yeah, work.
Okay, cool. Your parent told me I talked to her. She said you put the whole kit together. Is that true?
Yeah.
Well, was it hard? Was it easy?
No, it was hard at first, but it's cool now.
It is cool now. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to be doing labs on this. I'm going to put some links in the chat. I want you guys to especially Mr. Sanders. Do you know how to bookmark links? I'm probably going to have to email you a package of links on what to do with the kit. So there's a 4-minute video and a user's guide. I'm going to start there. Let me give you this to make sure you did it. I've been talking about the sense hat as well, and that's something that gives students trouble if they don't follow the directions. All right. That's the 4-minute video. Then there is how to complete, or how, Mr. Sanders, I hope you're bookmarking or copying these links for later usage. If I were you, I'd make a Google Doc and just copy links over so you can have them ready. What else we got? We got the user guide, and somebody else is coming into the room. 1 second.
That's me. I'm logging in on the computer.
Oh, on the Raspberry Pi?
Nah, I'm doing it on the school computer.
Oh, so wait. Okay. So you're here twice though. Which one are you using? You got me confused. Oh, you left? Okay. Wait, the heck?
I'm using it on the computer.
Okay, so you're in your laptop?
I had to log in on my phone because I had to go to the email, and that's how I had to log in.
Okay. So you got my email. All right, cool. But are you able to log into the class with your kit? Like, do you have it set up that far?
Yeah, I set it up, but I ain't really try that.
Right. All right. So I'm gonna put these links in the chat one more time because you're on a new device right now, right?
You
So
say what?
well, okay. Since you changed devices, what I put in the chat for you is not there. Do you see what I put in the chat just now? There's a 4-minute video. There's a PDF on how to assemble the Sense Hat. That's our STEM activity accessory. And then there's the Raspberry Pi step-by-step guide, which shows you how to update it, make sure you got the right keyboard language, putting in your I want to say your Wi-Fi passwords, all that stuff. But the goal is tomorrow, hopefully, you'll be able to log in with your kit because we're doing demonstrations. And this helps with the quiz grades and the final exam. So you guys can demonstrate the more challenging labs, which is, I think, 11, 12, and 13. That's a huge boost in points, but it's hard to get it if we can't. I think we getting into it. It's like it took a while. They gave it to us over the break, so I expected a week of a week or 2 weeks of people, having troubles. But y'all getting the hang of it. All right, so it's 11:05. I want to give you time to at least, look at the videos, look at the material. Again, tomorrow I'm looking for you to do demonstrations to share out how far you've gotten. I'm trying to see who are the student leaders. So next week we can do the group activities, hopefully. And we have 3 roles. We have the computer engineer. We have our collaborator. That's the person who's going to be very important and key because they're like a liaison. I know. I got to go. I know. So you got the collaborator, and then last but not least, the demonstrator. And that's the person that's going to demonstrate it. The engineer is going to be the person, the computer engineer is going to be the person to make sure it works. So hopefully the computer engineer is a person that has a working kit and they can get that sense hat like Courtney's working on to get going. All right. I think we cover everything. Again, the objective for today would just be to get the Raspberry Pi functional enough to log in to your Google Meet. And if you do that, that means a lot of the labs we talk about, we can do them together. Okay. I want you to focus your entire energy on that. All right. I got Mark Sanders present too. So the best way to get all the links, I want to say, everybody, the chat transcripts, I almost forgot to mention that. The chat transcripts are going to be available as well as the video. So you got both. And if you don't know where to go, Mr. Sanders, for that. You can copy the links to a Google Doc, but if you don't know where to go to retrieve that information, I try to say this like I'm like a broken record to students. Go to your EDSB student portal, and daily I post your what was recorded. The chat transcripts was everything that was in the chat. This is especially helpful when we're doing physics problems, and video, so MP4 and YouTube. Try to give you all the resources. So if I go to library, that's another way to do it. You don't want to be scrolling through. All right. We have, okay, it's running a little slow. We have all of the videos. Well, I have all of my videos in this library repository since the beginning of the quarter. Now, the most important ones are last week, so you can get an understanding. I would go through, if I were you, and look at some of those videos and see how we had a few students in fifth period. I think Ms. Kennard, Walls, a few students in the engineering fifth period, they got their sense has to light up, and now they're working on labs 6, 7, and 8. But y'all, a lot of y'all still playing catch up, so it's hard to do 6, 7, and 8 if you don't have the foundational stuff like updating your system and everything fully functional. Last thing I want to leave you guys with, because it's 11:08, and I want to get you to GGI, is where is GGI? And also, don't get frustrated with these kits. You got to understand these are trade skills. So if you can do this, that means you can earn a job anywhere from $20 to $25 an hour. I know that because I'm already lining projects up for my family members, and they're the young ones. But where do you get your GGI Townhouse link? I'm going to put that in there because we have a new student. But I want y'all to get the hang of finding these links, organizing your student portals, because this is similar to college, and this is really what you're training for: college or military or a job. All right. So let me come here and give you that info. So this is second period. And I'm just going to put it in the chat real quick. GGI starts at 11:15. They also have a drawing with, I think, a PlayStation 5. And you guys might want to take advantage of that. But you won't know this stuff unless you go to those sessions with the life skills and answer those topics. I do give a certain amount of credit for participating too, as well, by the way. All right, so GGI, before you guys get out of here, I gotta find it. So I just wanted to make sure you guys had everything else. Grab this and put that there. Okay, the link then goes, so I gotta get the link for you. And make sure you save that link as well, or check the chat transcripts. This is GGI, Mr. Sanders. You would go to this next. Class is officially done, so just keep working on it. But definitely get to GGI so you can get to know the school and understand how it functions.
So when do school end?
You mean this quarter?
No, I'm talking about I'm saying when do we get out? Like 3:45, something like that.
Oh, you're talking about today. So the last class of the day is 3:40.
Okay.
That's the end of the class, I mean. But yeah.
All right.
Okay, so click on that link and go to GGI because you get participation points for that as well. And I'll see you over there. Gabriel, you there, man? Class is over, dude.
They saying I don't get access to that page.
What? All right, I'm gonna email them, dude. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why you don't have access. All right, I'm gonna have them email you access. Okay. All right. Thanks for trying.
Wait, you wanted me to use this link that's under join with Google Meet?
Right.
Yeah, they said I don't got access to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna contact them right now.